I am not gonna joke around. This is my fourth take on making this video because I am getting so confused every time of what kind of state we are in right now. It's very difficult for me to explain this feeling, and it's definitely super difficult to understand where we should go through in this drama because essentially this is a big nothing burger and nothing should be worrying, right? Definitely not. Well, you shouldn't worry about this game. You shouldn't worry about anything of this stupid drama. But it is truly just for show what kind of weird world we are living in right now. Because everything has to be taken super seriously. Everything people just say are just gonna be thrown around with a little ball of truth and then a lot of, you know, made up stuff. Because it is so easy to misunderstand people, and at the same time, we have to question. Uh, Sorry, the audio kind of cut off there. My bad. But what I was about to say is that it's so weird that everything that we just say cannot just be jokes anymore. And if it was jokes, sometimes we have to think, is he joking or not? Like, why do we need to think so hard about this? It's just one stupid little drama that has absolutely nothing to do with any political statements. Because if you are not aware of this little drama, I think if you click on this video, you probably already know what it is. But for the people who actually do not know, a small recap, as you can see from the title, the CEO kind of replied with, "Can we manipulate, brainwash the entire community to fight for a fascist state?" Well, it turned out, yeah, he said. Um, in a way, I honestly think this is just pure satire. It's not something serious what he says, and definitely not that he want to be involved in any political statement. I'm going to show you some couple receipts later why I think he doesn't say things for political statement. But for now, let's keep at this. But yeah, because of this stupid little sentence, people just went on a tirade and just caused a small nothing burger drama where people just said, "Oh, Arrowhead is making us the villain so they can play the good guys," and etc. So, for example, this one Reddit post just says, "Well, so you decide to call the entire player base fascist while calling them Nazis too." Like, it's it's not something that would be misunderstood suddenly. It's like taking his word directly and just say, "Okay, so you are saying that we are Nazis at some point." To me, honestly, I think it's pure satire. Because if you have played the game, you know a lot of stuff is referencing these fascist state. I think everybody knows that they try to make it as fascist as possible. Because if you just look through the game, everything that you see from aesthetics to like the morals and how they see the soldiers as dispensable units. Well, sorry, not disposable. Well, disposable and expendable. But in a lot of way, the game developers have intendedly made the game super fascist. And that just because of one simple statement he said, literally this sentence. And for comparison, if someone, for example, read 1984, which you honestly should, by George Orwell, amazing book, but if you have read that book, then you will see that's absolutely also a fascist state, and everything has to be according to rule, and it has a reference definitely to what will happen if the Nazis has won. Um, but for example, if George Orwell says everyone who read that book and agrees with the things they do in the book, then they are definitely brainwashed and a fascist person. Now, everybody will then attack George Orwell, I guess, because in this community right now, it's just one stupid little satire joke that a person probably doesn't even mean it, because who would mean such sentence? Why would they say this? Because everybody gets it's a fucking joke. And so far stretched, people took it out of context and just said this friend messed up. Okay, and now for the defense for this company, what I kind of found is another word he said, and he says he just doesn't care about political statement. He cares about making good game, which honestly, it's pretty good to have that, because when you make a game, in the end of the day, it's a good game. But any political statement of that book, sorry, not the book, but any political statement of the game make you crawl away from the game. Wow, that's honestly just weak. It's crazy, absolutely nuts. Just because you don't like the person behind one thing, you're just not gonna play it. For example, you don't like the statement of J.K. Rowling, and then you're gonna boycott Harry Potter, which has absolutely nothing to do with her political statement, right? What the fuck are you thinking? It's weird. You shouldn't do that. If you really like the series, then just go on. Don't care about the creator. It's not about the creator when it comes to the games, the books, everything else. It's about you. Do you enjoy it? It's entertainment for a specific group of people. And if you are not entertained, then you should care about throwing it away. If you are entertained, then you shouldn't care about the developer's feelings on statements or political statements. There's just no way that people should care about this. It's common sense. And I feel like that common sense is not something anymore in our world right now. But yeah, let me know what you think about this weird ass situation. And let me know if you think that what I said in terms of not caring about political statement is a good thing in games or not. Well, let me know any thought that you have, because in the end of the day, this channel is not made for me to give you news on any drama. It's not made for me to feed you a nothing burger. It's made to make people have their own opinions. And there's a lot of stuff. Everything here, what I just say, is like a full rainbow colored shenanigan. It's not black and white. Anyone else view would help. Anyone else's view has a point of statement that would be correct to someone. But please, let me tell you this. Form your own opinions, don't go with the crowd, and be a person that you can be proud of. Well, have a great day, have an amazing one. I'll see you guys next time when I decide to upload and edit for another hour, I guess.